Hello.
Hey everyone.
Whoa, I'm trying to get on Instagram and everything's coming on. Oh my goodness. Hello, and welcome. Rabbit. It is April 1st. Happy, April Fool's Day. I'm here. It's real. No fooling here. Uh, but it is the 1st of April. And so welcome everybody. Where am I? Well, I'm okay, my Instagram, there is people there. I just clicked on it because it's gone to Twitter. So who's ever on the Twitter feed and however that works, welcome and thank you for joining me today. Good morning. So my son already got me this morning for April Fool's. He did. Ooh, what did he do?
Hey everyone.
Hey everyone. I know we used to do some crazy things. One of the best April Fools that my girlfriend and I did, and we went around and we changed all the clocks in the house. Like she did it and I did it because we lived right next door to each other. So what we did is we changed all the clocks and we got the kids up and ready. And at about 3 or 4 in the morning, I think it was, we got them all up and they're like, oh, we're so tired. What's going on? Well, it's like, it's time to get up. Look at the time. And they were getting up and getting ready. And as they were looking out the door, because the school was, and it's like, but it's so dark. Why is it so dark? I don't know why it's so dark, but your alarm went off. This is the time. Look at the time, look at the clocks and everything. And, I said, look at Pat's kids are all ready to go. Let's get going. So as they were going out the door and they got into the school year, they're looking at each other. And so we both yelled April Fools. Those kids. So back to bed they went. He said he missed the bus and caught a ride from a stranger. I don't think I've ever called so fast. Oh, that would be a scary one. Bad boy. We've done April, like things that we've done as April Fools is that we put out eggs and as boiled eggs so people could take their eggs, but they weren't boiled. We've done things with the salt and the pepper and loosening the top. So done a lot of crazy things for April Fools. Didn't do anything today. Today was very, it was, let's just get into this energy, man. It is fire. It is fire. There is fire in the cosmos. And the fire is very, it's crazy. Now let me see if I can get onto a live because I want to start doing Facebook, Instagram live. I want to cover all the bases, man. And I was going to be on earlier, but my grandson wanted a bath. Had to have his bath. So we'll just do it there. There we go. Oh, I hate when it does it, that white thing. I don't understand. Don't understand things sometimes and how they work. Maybe I'm not supposed to just do it. There we go. Just on there. So welcome everybody on Instagram. I am live on Instagram. So the craziness of the energies right now, because we do have with the sun. So the sun is making aspects over to Saturn. So he's sextiling over to Saturn. So there's this beautiful energy of this sextile with Saturn. And it is this wonderful, let's get going. Let's put things in motion. Let's get things done. And the moon is in Sagittarius. So there is a lot of this energy to get things done. It can be very volatile though, just an FYI, because I feel like with all that fire can really trigger people the wrong way. Some people might have some explosions that are going on and have, things happening for them. There you go, bud.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Things might, getting things done. I'm back in bed drinking coffee. But that's the thing, is that this energy can be very overwhelming. That's what I'm finding. It can be very overwhelming. It can be a lot because it is a lot of fire. And having a lot of fire, and it's in this, and you have the South Node there. So with the South Node there, it's like you could get very passive. That means you don't see the red flags, or you don't see things. You're just like, yeah, that's nice. And you can be very passive with this. That's the drawback with this energy, because you're not totally being aware of what it is that you are supposed to be being aware of, and you are being passive with it. And it is very important to be extremely mindful. Yeah, there is, like, we got the 10 of Pentacles this morning, but the 10 of Pentacles is also the tree of life. It is where you are working up to. What are your aspirations, and how are you setting forth on those aspirations within your life, within your health goals, your spiritual goals, your travel goals, your adventure goals, your money goals, your relationship goals. These are things that probably may need a review and going through them, right? My close family, or my extended family, my friends, this is where it's like going in and really looking at the different aspects and going through the different aspects of your life and saying, okay, where can I put this forward motion in? And because this energy is so fast, the thing is that we also have to realize, with the energies being so fast, yes, that's beautiful light, there's beautiful positivity, but there's a warning here, warning, that the dark is going just as fast, and can be extremely manipulative, especially with Neptune, and with where lovely Mercury is coming to the end of Pisces. There is still a lot of disillusionment, a lot of thinking that this is going to be the be all. I'm going to make it. They're going to rescue me. I'm going to get rescued. And when I'm rescued, my life is going to be absolutely fabulous. Hello, Tamara. This is what I am. This is what, I'm thinking, because, everything's fine. Everything's a beautiful bowl of cherries. I'm wonderful. Life is great. I don't have to worry about anything right now. It's all going fine. But the energies are there's this energy that's coming in also alongside of it that says, you still have to be on your toes. You still have to keep your eyes open and be aware. You still have to do your check marks to make sure you're going through what it is that you need to go through each and every day. This is a time not to let down your guard, right? This is a time of going forward, doing your thing, but not letting your guard down. If it's not right for you, don't do it, obviously. I mean, that's, sort of a rule of thumb, but if it's not feeling right. And this is like some things for some people. Now we're going to go back. Let's go back to when the Sun and Saturn were conjunct. Okay. So with the Sun and Saturn, when they were conjunct, and that was in Aquarius season, so that wasn't that long ago, were you putting down what you were wanting to aspire? Were you starting to work on things? So back into January, we're kind of like muddling through a lot of the energies, trying to figure things out. We ended up with Capricorn. It's like, ended January, going into February, we might have been feeling a little bit still. Now they're sextiling. So they're at a 60-degree angle. So they're sextiling. And same with Venus. Venus was sextiling also. So we have this energy that's coming in and saying, all right, what is our forward moment and our forward movement, and where we are wanting to put down this structure, and where we are allowing ourselves the movement, because this fire energy is very masculine. So the masculine energy is coming in for forward movement, right? And it is a push, right? Very much. The energy has been wacky for me. Go, 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 go one day, and the next day there's no motivation. Yeah, exactly. And it's just how things, yeah. No, I agree with you, Candace. It can be go, go, go. And this is like a day. Today there's a lot. So for some for some people who are not used to all of this energy, who's not used to it, it could be a day that you just sort of like time out. I gotta go back in. And it also could be, with this energy too for today, is that I put this day as very volatile. I really do. I put this day as being at the utmost extreme with it. And with that extreme energy and with that Neptune energy coming in too, then that can pull you very easily into disillusionment. Like you can get into that little fantasy land, because we're Neptune and where Mercury are. So a little bit of that coming in. So we got like this. It's kind of floating like this, and then all of a sudden you're the road runner and you're going like a bat out of hell. You're like, yeah, and then you're just like, whoa, this is just too much, and you kind of slow down and you get into that fantasy, crazy, dreamy vibe too comes in too. So it is a mixed bag, but there is that positive, and I'm going to stress that positive because a lot of people, for me, a lot of people say, Mama, you're always so negative, and I'm not negative. I'm a realist. That's what I am. I'm a realist. I look at things. I let you know. I shoot from the hip. When you get a reading from me, I don't sugarcoat it. So I'm told. I thought I did, but I don't. I let you know truth. I let you know this is what's going to help you. Take it or leave it. Right? Neptune's making you think you are a lady who lunches and day drinks. Yes. Maybe I'll come pick you up, Candace. We'll go lunch and day drink. I don't know if that would be a good combo. But this is where, delusionment, and we're heading into the weekend, and with Friday and Saturday, it is those days of, with Neptune, a heavy Neptunian energy starting to come in, and with it being Easter, this is a Tamara says I'm diplomatic. Saturday, when we're coming into the weekend, we're going to be working up to the first quarter square, right? And that just, on Easter Day, having the first quarter square with the sun and the moon, it is as we're building up to this new moon energy. So, and that energy of the first quarter square with Capricorn again. So we got Capricorn energy coming in, and we got that energy of Aries. So we have the structure, yet here comes Aries. Aries is this newness. It's spring. It is, Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Those three are the beginnings of where we're starting to strut our stuff. We want to get out there. We want to do things. And we're not concerning ourselves with what other people are saying. We're not really getting hung up on what other people have to say about us. This is like we're wanting to get going. And here's this energy of saying, okay, you want to get going, but you got to make sure you got to be aware of everything that's around you. And don't fall into some crazy system. And that's the thing, is that we're finding and we're seeing in the world right now that this system that is wanting to be pushed upon us to conform and wanting us to sign up, and even in signing up doesn't deliver everything that what they say it's supposed to deliver, right? So it's not delivering what you're signing up for, and that's what you got to be aware of. So if you're signing up thinking that, yeah, hallelujah, look at me, and this is what I'm doing, you're going to find in the next couple days, in the next couple months, I'm going to say there's going to be information that's going to be coming up that, oh, you mean there's a different one I should be taking? I got to take that one. I got to take this one. So there's going to be some really crazy energies that are going to be coming in. That's why it's so important for us to really be aware of what's going on. Feeling absolutely exhausted. Is that the planet? Yes, it is, Tamara. And being Scorpio, it's really hard. And I know where your sun is, and your sun is up there, and it's squaring that of Saturn. So, so that Saturn a Saturn, your natal sun, oh god, tongue tied, your natal sun squaring Saturn, transiting, is a very transformational energy. It is a very exhausting energy. It has a lot to do, depending on where it is in your sign. So if it has to do, because I can't remember where what house your sun sign is. So for me, let's go. It's like it's in the 5th house. So my 5th house, here's my sun, and it's squaring Saturn. Saturn in the 10th house right now, and it's squaring that energy. I think it's the 10th house. No, it's not the 10th house. Anyways, squaring that energy of the 8th house right now. So the 8th house has to do with the taboo, the secret, the dark, other people's, it has to do with money, institutions, finances. So it's pretty heavy. Hey, Rochelle. So with energies coming in. So depending, the thing is that this is why I stress to you guys, get your natal chart, right? Your sugar good. Thanks, Mandy. This is where you have to, if you get your natal chart, go on astro.com, put your information in, or go on Cafe Astrology and find out your sun, moon, and rising sign, right? So you need your date of birth, you need your time and place of birth, and you put that information in. And knowing those little things really help you with the transitings and the energies that are coming through. Because for some, even though that you might be a Leo, or you might be a Pisces, or you might be a Scorpio, that's your sun sign, right? But there's other aspects to that are causing other energies or influences within your life and within your realm. So you have these other influences that are coming in also. And that could cause, maybe it's a time of havoc. Maybe it's a time of rest. Maybe this is a time of you starting new projects. This is a time of you earning great money. So there's this ebb and the flow. Hence, we got the Wheel of Fortune today too, along with the 10 of Pentacles. So we have that ebb and flow that's coming in too. And even though this is a great thrust of energy and all the planets are moving forward, like this is absolutely fabulous, right? Of this push of energy going forward. And check if you get GST. I think GST came out today for people in Canada, if you get it. So there's this push or this thrust of energy coming through to motivate us and to push us, but yet it can still be overwhelming for us all, and the mandates that are coming down, throughout the world. Like this isn't just Canada or the United States. The mandates that are coming out through the world, with the so-called passports, are all a part of this agenda or this other part of the dark side that's coming in. And that agenda that's coming in is, conformity, segregation. Even though people are fighting against the segregation, there is still a huge segregation coming in. And that, it's that flip-flopping you're seeing of people, and you're seeing, both their sides, you're seeing their manipulative, evil side. That's why I say yesterday, you got to watch out for, even though that the divine feminine is strong and it's a strong energy coming in, doesn't mean every woman is the divine feminine, right? It doesn't mean that every man is evil. There's a balance. Some men have more divine feminine than women, and some women have beautiful divine feminine, and they really utilize it for the good. Others are utilizing it with a lot of their negative masculine parts. So they're very much a wolf in sheep's clothing. And you're seeing it, like I'm, with different people who are speaking out, or politicians that are coming out. So it's quite interesting. Oh, here comes Mateus calling me. Just one second. I got a mail. Thank you, Mateus. Can you pick it up? I got a mail. Mateus has gone to get me my mail. So Well, then you may not get it, Candace. She's saying, what's that? What is that? So that's a quarterly check that the government sends out depending on where you are upon the poverty line. And if you are at a certain level, then you get a GST check. So you must be you're telling me you must be one of those rich ones who don't get the GST. Oh, look at, thank you, Mateus. And some of them anyways. What a good boy. So so with the GST. So a GST is a check that comes out in Canada quarterly for people who are at a certain level of income. So that's what it is. But this is how they're, when it comes to universal, we'll go on the money bit. So when it comes to the universal pay for people, there's pros and there's, positive and negative energies that are coming forward with this, right? And there is going to be where certain things, and it's very much like the social credit program in China, that you have to act or do certain things in order to get, to get the GST or to get health care, or if even they're looking at, they could cut your PayPal, they could cut different ways of you receiving money, even how you earn your money. So certain things are coming through, and this is why it's like, yes, this energy is fast and it's furious, but there are these flags that are coming up, or this other energy that's coming up beside it, that you have to be aware of, that you have to ask questions for, that you have to challenge not only yourself, but maybe even the people around you on what are their reasonings for what they're doing. Some, when I asked, some, it's like, well, I just want to be able to do things. It's, the thing is that what's happening is that a lot of what they say you're going to be able to do, you may not even be able to do, because it's going to hinder your health. So health is a huge one. And even in my readings that I've been doing for people, their health house, which is the 6th house, has been really active. So a lot of people's health houses have been really active on boosting immune system, watching what they're doing, and having different activities that are going on within their health house. So there's a lot of activity that's happening there that people have to be aware of, so that they act accordingly. But act, where with their truth. That's the whole thing, is that people got to act with their truth. Come in with your truth, and feeling it, and come into your body and feeling it, in order for you to make the decisions that you need to make. The thing about this energy, what's beautiful, is that when things are fast, you make decisions, and that's what you're going to do. You're not sitting there taking your time and second guessing. So this is great for making decisions, getting the decisions done, and saying, yes, I'm going to do this. So that's really fabulous with this also. So yeah, what a day. Hey, Cynthia, thanks for joining me here. I think I'm in the 6th house. My indigestion has been crazy lately. Yeah, pull your chart up, Candace. I think you should have your chart. Pull it up and take a look at what's going on in your 6th house. I love, the thing is, like, that's what I love about astrology, because it really gives you a lot of information of what to be aware of, what to look at, how to handle different things that are going on. I recently did a reading for a lovely girl, and she was wondering why there is so many issues, or she was having a lot of mental issues, and pulling up her chart, and I'm just like, yeah, you are going through huge mental issues. Like, you could see the depression and everything that is going on in her house. Yeah, your 6th house Candace, pull up Candace's chart, is Aquarius. So you have Neptune, you have it's opposite your sun, and you also have Jupiter and Saturn in there. Interesting. And with Aquarius being there, and it's opposite your sun. So you got opposition of sun energy that's coming in. So working on the opposition with the sun coming in. So your sun is opposite Saturn right now. So that could actually sun opposition Saturn would be that you are now having to really assess, are you on the right road of your life, and how is that feeling? So that would affect that would definitely affect your sacral and your, I'm going to say your solar plexus, and going all the way up into the chakra, heart chakra. So you're working on your third and fourth chakra right now for energies. And with that opposition, which is normal, which is something a person of your age has that opposition at that time. I have no direction. So this is a crucial time in your life of looking at where you're headed. What does that look like? What does that feel like? Reassessment, and that can cause issues within that part of the body. Just saying. So that's, I mean, because you're born in 83. So people born in 83 are having that opposition right now, or having an opposition with their Saturn. So that's a time of really, really reassessing, because it's opposition. What is opposite? Where is your focus? Right? And if you don't have focus, then that's causing, all of this energy is being dumped down inside of you on what's going on. So if you don't have a focus on which way you want to go and what you want to start structuring, in your life, how does that feel? What is my community? Do I have a community? What is that like? Right. And so when you're stretched, so you got to think you're standing in the middle. You're in the middle. So when you have an opposition, so if there's an opposition in your chart, or there's an opposition happening in the sky at this time, it is like you're which way do I look? If I look over this way, my back is over to here. So I don't know, Saturn is over here. Saturn wants structure. Saturn is in Aquarius. He's a ruler of Aquarius. He's a Mad Hatter. So now we got two energies in dignity. Sun is in its dignity. Saturn is in its dignity and exaltation. So now we have this energy. Plus we also have, in the chart right now, we have the sun is in exaltation. So you have sun, Saturn energy coming in, all of them in their dignity, all these forces coming in. And that could really, be overwhelming, can cause havoc, can cause anxiety, can panic attacks, can make you want to go hide, not want to be seen, not want to be part of the people around you. Yeah. That's a huge blast of energy. Now you got to think Saturn doesn't move. So he's going to be going a little bit, and then he's going to retrograde. So you're in that energy of that opposition for most of this year. So, and probably until the end of December, where then you're going to make the crucial decisions in your life on the direction of where you want to go. Right now, it's like you're just humming along. You're not sure, and you're just skipping along. You're just going to skip along. That's how you're going to do, which is we can't push you to do anything else, because it's not going to happen. So that's what happens with an opposition, and it usually happens at your age, at 83. So, and whoopsie. Let me see if I can, whoops, just do things for me. So, so yeah, 37, 38. So yeah. So that's when it usually happens. So if you're in the age of between 37 and 38, you're usually in your opposition in your life. If you're going through your first Saturn square, or your first Saturn return, that is between 20, 28, 30. Your first Saturn oppositions happens when you're 15. So when you're about 15, 14, 15, 16 is usually when your first opposition happens. So when you go back to that age, you look at what were you fighting against, or what was going on in your life? What, if you can remember that far back, what kind of, because usually at that age you're a little bit rebellious, or you're questioning things, right? And then we move up to the first, coming up to the first quarter square, which is around 25, about 20. Yeah, they're about 25, just under 25. So first quarter square, full development of the frontal lobe of, whoa, these are the decisions I need to be making, starting to put more action. By the time you're between 27 and 30, you're starting to really, question things. Changes are happening in your life. And your next opposition is between 37 to 38, 39 is your first opposition. So that's the beauty. That's the beauty about, when you look into astrology, you can sort of track these changes that are going to be happening and start to look at them. I ran away from home at that age, and I bet you right now you're wanting to run away from home again. You're wanting to run away. So there you go. You're running away right now because it's too stressful, or it's too much on you, and you are done. You are done. I'm wanting to move. Yeah, you're done. Yeah. See, the correlations are, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing how the correlations come up and how things are similar. For instance, here's somebody, Como is going through his change. So 19 years ago, his wife left him. So 19 years ago, Como, his wife left him. So that's with the nodes, right? And where the nodes are. Last time the North Node was in Gemini, and Como was having issues. And where he has his Aquarius rising. So Aquarius risings have a hard time lying. There's something about that. So he has, when he's not telling the full truth, things are kind of, it's kind of funny watching. So anyways, with him 19 years ago, with that energy, his wife left him with his best friend. He wasn't winning his seat. He left politics at that time, and his party was very angry at him. Now, fast forward 19 years forward, he didn't deal a lot with issues that he had with women, right? He didn't deal with it, and he's coming up with, allegations and everything, on him. And these allegations are coming up on him. And with those allegations, he's also having problems with and losing seats in the party. So you see these things happen. We have a bank appointment today, and we want to rent our place and buy something bigger. Nice. So put that energy out there. Beautiful day for it, actually. This is really, for putting things forward and getting things done. Definitely a very good day on doing that for you. Absolutely, because you're changing things up and you're changing it in a new way. And Taurus is in your 8th house, so that's a really good thing. So, and Uranus is going forward. So this is changing structure and changing things up. So Saturn has a lot to do with the energy set that you're in right now. So, you know, Saturn has, you know, he's a +8 right now for dignity. So that's the thing, is that we're looking at this energy. It is energy about doing, you know, some things. So we best get things done and put the energies forward to what we need to get done. Hello, Lynn. So which is really, really fabulous for us. You know, definitely putting it out there. Yeah. I mean, that's what you have to do. You have to do that. So hello. So I'm just the Mandy on YouTube says good luck, Candace. So good luck to you. We're going to send out some positive vibes for you, girl. And making things happen for you and stuff. So definitely. But this is, you know, and it is Easter. You know, the thing is about, the thing about Good Friday, for me, what I find with Good Friday, I'm probably going to lose people on Instagram. I'm sorry, because my battery's going to die. The thing about Easter is that, especially Good Friday, I really feel that sombering energy when it comes into Good Friday, and how that transcends throughout my day, and how I work with that energy, with Good Friday coming in. And then Easter Saturday is usually quite a, you know, celebrating day, quite a day of, you know, getting the eggs done, doing the Easter prep for Sunday. And then of course Sunday being that time of celebration of the resurrection, right? What does everyone eat on Good Friday? We're going to eat fish. We got fish. My husband, we're still traditional. We are going to eat fish. You get fish and chips, you know. And I couldn't find hot cross buns, but I think the bakery up the road has hot cross buns. So I'm probably going to get some hot cross buns, because hot cross buns, we put them in the oven in the morning and we put cheese on them, and have hot cross buns with cheese. So, and do it that way. And I bought some fish today, so for tomorrow. So we'll bake up the fish with some dill and lemon, and put it in there, and probably have fries with it. So, and do that. But still it's funny, these traditions are still very much a part of my life, right? I may not go to church anymore, but they are still very much a part of how I, you know, my rituals, and setting up things, and even calling in the energies, right? And how powerful it is, and going into that power, and that's, you know, that too is the energies coming in. It's coming down into your power, coming back into that drum beat, coming back in, you know, that's Mother Nature, Gaia's calling us back to come back home, come back into this energy, come back into the ceremony, and allow for this energy to come back to us, in order for us to be grounded in the forward motion that we need to do, right? And come together, you know, coming together as a community, coming together as family. It is allowing ourselves to come in together with the forgiveness, and allowing for that forgiveness for us to transform to where we, you know, into the newness that we want to let go of. And that's really part of a lot of the energies that are coming in too over this weekend and throughout the energies. But as I said, it's a 800 out of 10 people for energies, and 800 out of 10. So if you have energies that are 800 out of 10, you know, things can get really fucked up really fast, you know, and going forward. Remember getting fish and chips at Nana's every Good Friday. I know. Oh, especially if you make the fish and chips from scratch, right? So my mother used to make fish and chips from scratch. She used to have her own batter, and get the big pot out with the hot water, and she would deep fry everything and cut up the potatoes. And my sisters would peel, but I never had to peel potatoes, just saying, because I was grandma's little favorite. So I didn't have to do the kitchen work. So my sisters would do that. And any of the leftover batter dough, my mother would deep fry that, and they would be mini donuts, and she'd sprinkle sugar on icing sugar on them. And we would have those for dessert. So it just nothing went to waste. Nothing went to waste. And she used to do onion rings, cut up the onions and have onion rings also. So that would be part of it too. So, and then on Saturday she would do cinnamon buns. So we'd have the cinnamon buns coming out, because my mom used to make the hot cross buns from scratch. God bless her. And you're going to have a Greek Easter. Oh my God, we're coming over, Cynthia. I know where you live. Tell Mike, make room. All that beautiful Greek, the Greek food and the yumminess and stuff like that. And that's next weekend. So yeah. So because they follow the traditions of Paul, not the traditions of Peter. So for the Easter weekend. So yes. It's all about the food. That's what's beautiful about it. That's, even when we follow the Celtic wheel, it's, each celebration, if you notice anything to do with the Celts, we can't go longer than 6 weeks without some kind of celebration happening. Right. And it is this energy of celebration. And that I feel we're missing. We're missing the element of celebrating. We're missing that element of coming into that celebration, that element of gathering. And that is so important for us all, is to have that celebration, just to come together, come together with heart, come together with harmony, right? That is beautiful. We're doing a Mexican Easter this year. Mama wants margaritas. You can do whatever kind and just bring that celebration in. Definitely. With my husband, we would go to his sister's house. And of course, you'd have callaloo, crab legs. There would be fish. There would be ham. There's probably be oxtail. So we'd have oxtail. And there'd be some other kind of stuff there too, with that. And then you'd have your mashed potatoes, and then you'd have your rice and your beans. And then maybe, of course, they'd just throw a salad in, because, it's Caribbean, everything's high carb, and that's what we would have. And so, getting the crab legs and the callaloo, and you'd have in the morning, you would have saltfish. So saltfish and ackee would be in the morning. So with my husband, it's saltfish, ackee, and a bake. And if you guys have ever eaten, or if my husband has ever force fed you to eat at my house, which he does, he loves to force feed people to eat. He would make saltfish and ackee with the bake. And sometimes he'd make the big bake, or he'd do the fry bake. So my kids like the fry bake. So he might do the fry bake on the weekend. So, and do that. And of course, then you'd have taro root and things like that. So you'd have a lot of the traditional stuff that comes in with the Caribbean food too. So yeah, it's the food is the weekend. This is a weekend of food, of eating, of celebrating. Tomorrow, I think, is, our somberness of even looking at, even if you're not Christian, if you don't celebrate it, but looking at that, that the sacrifices that have been made for you to be where you are, right now. Haven't had it in a while. Yeah, Steve has taro root right now in the fridge. Oh God, I'm going to be ringing you up for food. Yes, Mandy, it is. It's yummy. So having that and having that celebration, right? And I think this is going to be important for us to go forward, is looking at these points of celebration that we are going to be having, and taking those times for celebrating. Because I know things seem, does he have the Caribbean curry? Yes, he does have Caribbean curry. He goes to Mayfair on 17th Avenue Southeast. So Mayfair on 17th Avenue Southeast in Calgary has the Jamaican curry. And that's where you get the Jamaican curry from. So we don't go to well, he goes to T&T. I don't go to T&T. So he goes to T&T, but and then gets the Jamaican curry there. So hello, beautiful, blessed goddesses that are joining me on Instagram. So yeah, so that's where we go and get and then just have good food, having that good food. And this is, I with everything going forward and the energies all going forward for us right now, taking advantage of it. Pluto will start going retrograde at the end of the month, and then we will be having Jupiter is going to enter into Pisces and then slow down, and then Jupiter will be going retrograde. Mercury will be going retrograde once it hits Gemini, and going retrograde in Gemini in a couple months. So all of this energy that we want to go forward, especially over the summer, everything is going to go slowing down. That's when we're going to start seeing a lot more chaos and craziness start hitting the fan, and within our own realms, or within our own countries, and we're going to start seeing a lot of that energy starting to hit. So let's take advantage of this and go forward and plant our seeds and just do our things, baby. Do our things, eat our food, celebrate, enjoy our families. Coming together as family is going to be a very important one, and family celebrations. So I think I've left my grandson out in the living room by himself long enough. I better go check on him. He's very good. He's not doing anything. I know he's watching his show. But he's probably wondering, is Mama going to come out and watch TV with me? So if you are wanting to join me for the fairy workshop, let me know. It is a 15-week workshop. It is a fabulous workshop on working with the fairies and working with the goddess energy and stepping into the goddess energy, and learning how to bring forth better health, more community into your life, right? The calm before the storm. It is, Mandy. Just say it is. And we also have, if you're the Angel Alchemy workshop is coming up on the following weekend. So we got the Angel Alchemy class, and that is 6 weeks. It's coming up, and I am putting together, and I'll be announcing the date on that for people for the astrology class. So the first part of the astrology class is going to be a 1-day learning the sun, moon, and ascendant sign and what that means in your chart. So we're going to start off with that, something very simple to do, so not to overwhelm people, and start us on a new journey in reading our charts and empowering ourselves. Have a blessed day. Thank you, everybody. May the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you in all that you say and all that you be and all that you do. Blessed be, and have a fabulous day. Candace, we're sending out blessings to Candace, extra blessings to Candace, because she's going to get what she needs to rent her place out and get the property that they are desiring. Blessed be, everybody. Have a fabulous one. Thanks for joining.